Hello everybody. Welcome back to some more Donkey Kong 64. Just finished up a mini game with Diddy, and we are going to finish up Fungi Forest today. Hooray! So we're finally going to see what nighttime looks like.
How long have you been in this level?
I think it's been 2 episodes? Yeah, that sounds right.
With this one. So 3 with this one.
Yeah.
How are the jetpack controls in this game?
Not great. Basically, it's one of those you need to build up momentum in order to move anywhere, and once you build up enough momentum where you can move, you just fly everywhere, like, rapidly, so... It's definitely one of those you gotta get used to it.
And once you build momentum, it's hard to stop.
Yeah. But, it also takes like a full 1 to 2 seconds for the momentum to actually build up to a point where you can move. So you're constantly like mashing at the A button to try and build up tiny bits of momentum so you're not flying into the walls.
Are the balloons, the banana balloons, also relative to what Kong you're using?
Yeah, so if it's a green balloon, only Chunky can shoot it.
Okay.
But yeah, there is one thing about the jetpack though. I think I mentioned it before, but if you press and hold the Z button, you can have Diddy just sort of automatically just float in midair, like it does the tapping for you. So if you have to get at a certain level to shoot a target or something repeatedly, then you can just do that. But anyway, now that it's nighttime, everything's now spooky and scary, and we get to see an enemy that doesn't technically appear until the last level. It's skeleton Kremlings. And let's see, what else is there?
Oh, that's really dark. What the hell?
Yeah, well, it's nighttime, Goke. Come on. Have you tried to navigate nighttime without light?
Yeah, you in Kingdom Come Deliverance. It was awful. What's the issue with that banana?
It's not for Diddy to collect. It's for someone else, but the cage is open because it's nighttime, so... Yeah, there you go.
Any particular reason why it's not for Diddy?
Because other bananas are for Diddy. Yeah, it's one of those design choices that's sort of like, oh, okay, I guess.
Just don't have the, like, because Diddy doesn't have like all of the bananas collected already. So
yeah, because most of them are for night.
Yeah, what's the point even? Why lock certain bananas behind us, like a certain Kong? Makes no sense.
My guess is so that way the out of markers don't look weird. So it's like, oh yeah, Diddy got like 6 golden bananas, but Donkey Kong only got 4. So I guess to make it less confusing in that regard.
Give me a second, I gotta take a cat out.
No, okay. And in the meantime, I got a cat crawling all over me, slapping at my pencils and shit. Being a little annoying booger.
I'm back.
Hey. Now Diddy is playing his guitar. And that's how we get to the golden banana that was in the cage. Why that had to happen, I don't know. Seemed like an unnecessary extra step.
You already have 104 bananas?
Yep. We're halfway, over halfway.
How many are there again?
201.
Because the rare developers hate round numbers.
Well, it was 200, and then they decided to do the 101% like they did in the country series. So they added an extra golden banana. Come on, kitties. No, they're just being goofy and crawling around near my microphone and shit.
And about the developers.
Oh. And I'm refusing to use the invincibility barrel here because I'm stubborn. And then I decided, nah, fuck it.
You gamer code.
I gamered what?
Your gamer cred.
Yeah. I had to try and shave off 3 seconds of the speed run. Oh yeah.
It is hilarious when you look at the history of a certain speedrunners of certain games. I think the most hilarious is when, especially when you're dealing with 2D games from like the NES and Super Nintendo era.
Mm-hmm. Well, to say that those games were poorly programmed would be an understatement. It's actually a miracle half of them work.
Sam, you're talking out of your ass. That is not the way I was going.
Alright.
Okay. The thing is, it is funny, like when you look at those, how ridiculously optimized speedruns of those games are nowadays. Because you have stuff like, for example.
Well, they've been around for like 40 years now, so I would hope something is optimized.
But they don't even count. It's not even by the second anymore. Like sometimes a new world record is gonna come out, and it's like a world record because it's 3 frames faster than the previous one. It is ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
You have like I think Super Mario World, the original, is at such a high degree of optimization that pretty much. I think like the I don't know how is the situation now, but a few months ago they were talking about like basically reaching the human limit for the speedrun of Super Mario World, where Super Mario Bros. I mean, where you just don't like there is not a single frame a single frame less that you can save as a human. Anything else is just tests only.
So if that's the case, then will there be a point where if human augmentation gets more advanced, so like you can do like you get like different tendons or whatever, so you can push buttons faster or more accurately or something like that, right?
When Elon Musk finally gets you, when Elon Musk finally gets your robot body.
Yeah. Basically, how long does it take, like, for people to start realizing, oh, if you have those augmentations, that's technically cheating?
Probably the moment they drop.
Yeah.
Because like, yeah, in the near future, everyone is gonna have like Ghost in the Shell hands, and it's gonna be like 1 hand, 5 fingers, with like 3 appendages for each finger, and it's all of them just controlling like like just pressing a controller in the most ridiculous, inhuman way possible.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, I had to edit out that a lot of the that mini game just because I kept dying.
Have you watched Ghost in the Shell, the movie Ghost in the Shell?
Not the movie. I used to watch the show as a kid, though.
So you remember that section where they show like I think it was the robot attendants, that have like the mechanical fingers, which like each finger split like into three different digits.
I don't remember that. I just remember like a point in the original like title screen where it was a point for her character that apparently she was like a young girl or something, and she tried to hold a doll and she couldn't control her hand, so she crushed the doll.
The opening you're talking about?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I don't recall that. But there was a point, but I think in the movie you see that very clearly. Like a guy sits down on a computer to press something, and his fingers, like each one of his fingers, divides into 3 different mechanisms to like so they can press like faster than any human can.
We should watch the Dilbert show because they did a joke kind of like that in it. Where basically they had to fix a coding problem before Y2K hit, and one of the chump engineers that they hired to help out with it was a monkey, and they said that the reason why the monkey was good at programming was because he would use his tail as well as his fingers to type.
Something very inappropriate came to my mind.
I'm sure it involved Diddy again.
No, but you should shut up before you come up with any more suppositions.
Hey, I'm not the one who keeps bringing up Diddy Kong every time I say Diddy, Diddy, or P. Diddy every time I bring up Diddy Kong.
Yes.
That's you.
This time it's not about P. Diddy.
Yeah, I had to catch myself because I've kind of also gotten into a habit of, like, I've been watching a lot of more Pegasus videos, and I've gotten into the habit of referring to Hassan Piker as Diddy Piker. Do you know the lore behind that, or no?
Well, I can mentally make a guess of what is the lore, given what is known about Hassan as a person.
Yeah, well, it's not that bad, but what it is that he did attend a P. Diddy party, but apparently I don't know for certain if it was one of the white parties or not. Yeah, because according to Hassan Piker, the main thing that he was emphasizing was that P. Diddy had a projector of basically a really young-looking girl, and we're talking like obviously in jailbait territory, doing suggestive dancing.
I kid you not, like a few weeks ago, there was I saw a person at my workplace that well, it turns out she was like a 20-year-old woman, but I swear she looked like a 13-year-old boy.
Yeah, I know that most women online tend to look like that, or be like that. Like, Gillian, the VTuber.
I'm not sure if I agree with with that statement, but never mind.
Or,
The point is that,
whenever
like,
they talk in online games, they sound like, squeakers. You know?
I recall I saw I saw this woman, and I thought, like, what is this? How old is this kid? Like, what is he doing? What is he doing here? Because I don't think we have anything here that is for kids this young. And then I asked, like, how old are you? I was like, and then came out a female voice. I was like, oh, that makes sense.
And then she whipped out her dick and it was bigger than yours, right?
Well, it would have been very uncouth of her to do that in public.
Anyway, here's a fun little mini boss to fight. It's a sleeping spider. And how we deal with the sleeping spider is that we kill its babies, and then it wakes up for a little bit, and then we shoot them in the eye. Also, I don't know if these would technically be spiders, considering they only have 6 legs. But I don't know what other insect it's supposed to be.
Yeah. Well, neither Goma does not qualify as a spider either, but we still call her that.
Yeah.
We still call her that.
I don't even think Goma
like, I
would
remember in
qualify as an
Ocarina of
insect.
Time. I remember in Ocarina of Time they specifically described Goma as an arachnid, and it's like, do arachnids in Hyrule only have 5 legs?
4 legs. I think that the back one she stands on is like a prolapse or something, because the eggs come out of there.
A prolapse? Oh my goodness. That is probably the worst way you could have used to describe that appendage.
Well, what else could it be? Because, like I said, it can't be a leg because eggs come out of there.
Ironically, Goma does seem to use that appendage to stand.
Yeah, like she stands on it to
attacking.
look bigger and more menacingly, but... Again,
Yeah.
I don't know the anatomy of fucking Tektites in fucking the Zelda universe.
I don't think Tektites would qualify as arachnids either.
Yeah, because... But, like... isn't Goma supposed to be, like, the queen Tektite? Like, or... Like, they call her an arachnid, but... I assume that's also what she is.
I don't recall. Goma is a weird thing. Like, remember in Wind Waker, Goma is like a lava monster with a shell. So
Oh yeah, a crustacean.
yeah, went from arachnid to crustacean.
I can't say that's wholly unrealistic because arachnids and insects have carapaces.
Well,
Yeah, checkmate.
some of them have carapaces.
Well, no, like that's what the exoskeleton is, right? Like it's when it's basically like a shell that keeps all the organs inside. Like all spiders and bugs have that. That's why they can't be much bigger than what they are, because then their organs would just swoosh around all over the place and they die.
Yeah. I think the largest an arachnid can get is something like 8 inches.
Unless they're
Because
from
otherwise-
Australia, in which case the devil gives it extra magic to survive.
But I don't think there is actually any arachnid that is bigger than 8 inches, because that is as... And I think that is also the biggest bug. Because the size of the biggest bug, I mean, because otherwise the oxygen cannot reach the innards properly. It's as big as they can get before their body cannot sustain their metabolism because like of the because of how they breathe.
Mm-hmm. And then you got coconut crabs, which are scary as fuck.
Yeah, but they're not.
They crawl around like spiders.
Yeah, but I don't think they breathe the same way as spiders.
Perhaps, but they climb trees like spiders.
I'm actually gonna research how coconut crabs breathe.
Alright. I'm sure it's the same way all crabs breathe.
So they have bronchioastigal lungs, which are modified gills allowing them to extract oxygen directly from the air for the terrestrial lifestyle. Okay.
And since they're gills, they also work underwater. Okay, cool. Oh yeah, you don't watch Futurama, but there was a pretty good joke about a, Fry being too trusting of people in the future. And there was, like, a, shady guy who did, organ transplant, on the street. And, Fry was like, man, those organs, they're pretty interesting. And the guy managed to convince him to buy some gills. And he's like, yeah, I do find it hard to breathe underwater, now that you mention it. He's like, yeah, so you get some gills. And he's like, alright, I'll get some gills. So he gets up onto a fucking slab that's in a back alley. And the guy's like, since you be getting gills, you won't be needing lungs anymore. So I take lungs now, give you gills next week. And Fry's like, yeah, okay, sounds good. Oh, fucking parrot caught in the goddamn wall.
Oh, look. Great. Oh, goodness.
Alright, thankfully I managed to push the controller in just the correct way so the parrot could get unstuck from the wall.
I don't know, what is going on in here?
Basically it's one of those trap rooms where, most of it is just you have to walk on a very tight path, because if you try and go straight for the banana, you just fall into a pit, and it's dark. Unfortunately, Squawks does not work very well in 3D. He worked a lot better in 2D, and that's not saying much, but still.
If you fall, what does happen? Is it
you just go back to the start.
Okay.
Not to the start of the level, just to the start of this room.
Oh my goodness, this wankers. It's like one frame of difference and they're just not available anymore. Like the picture just doesn't work anymore.
Yeah.
It's such nonsense.
It also doesn't help that when the picture prints to give you the result of what it looks like, it's offset, so it looks like it should land, but it doesn't because it's going off of its own logic, not how the picture gets printed. Yeah, so fell off, and here we are at the beginning. And I thought that Squawk would still be around to give me some light, but no, you have to call him every time. Oh yeah, I just realized we don't... Well, we do finish up Fungi Forest, but we do have to come back because of Lanky's stupid golden banana race.
I'm not gonna lie, this kind of gameplay right here is not very commentary friendly.
What are you talking about? I fell into a pit, it's dark, you can't see shit. It's great.
But enough about your weekends in the dungeon.
Yeah, enough about my sex life. How is your sex life, Mark?
It's dark and I can't see anything as well, so Tommy.
Moral of that movie is bros before hoes.
Absolutely.
I can't remember where the last 5 colored bananas are, but yeah, I'm sure I'll find it. No, not up on this mushroom. Oh, damn it. Yeah, and this is kind of why I was a little bit hesitant to play Donkey Kong 64. Just because of all this backtracking and shit. And trying to find, you know, the one fucking banana that's tucked in a corner somewhere.
I'm not gonna lie to you, I think it would be fine if this level included some means of illuminating at least the nearby area around you.
Yeah.
Because it's
Also, I did do a slight edit here, simply because I woke up the owl for the golden banana here, but failed the mission and decided to just explore it instead of doing it again for some reason. So, there we go. There's my bananas. And now we're gonna do the owl golden banana.
what are the coins used for again?
Coins are used to buy things like gun upgrades, potions from Cranky, and musical upgrades.
So Candy Kong can pay for her silicone implants.
Exactly.
I can't get over that character design. It's really unsettling.
The owl or the crushes? Or not
Candy
the crushes,
Kong.
the Kersplats.
None. Candy Kong.
Oh, okay.
That is the design that makes me think very unkind things about some people in the development.
Look, Britney Spears was popular at one point, alright? This just happened to
Yes.
coincide with that popularity.
Yes. I remember 2005.
Anyway, so basically the owl is exactly like the buzzard from level 2. It's the same minigame except instead of being a big open area, it's a tighter area with branches that if you fly a bit too close, you'll land on them and fuck yourself over.
Jolly.
Anyway.
That kind of hurts to watch.
Yeah, it's one of those you have to sort of play it to sort of really get a feel for how the jetpack works. And like I said, it's not great.
Is it a race as well, or?
No. You just have
fun?
to like keep up with the owl. So I don't know what exactly is the trigger for if it's like an actual distance thing or if it.
What the hell was that?
I don't know.
It looked like you went straight through the thing, and it didn't register.
Yeah. Again, this is sort of another issue with a 2D object in a 3D space. Because I'm not sure if you noticed, but the hoop does track as to where you are relative to it, so...
The fact that the rest of the environment is so dark is that it doesn't help either.
Yeah.
Because it kind of I don't know when it's light When it's lit properly, it's actually easier to measure depth.
Yeah. Let's see. I'm actually kind of curious if it's an issue with my Nintendo 64, because most of my games seem dark, but whenever I watch other people's playthroughs, it looks brightly lit enough that you can see what you're doing. So, or maybe I think this was still in the age where like in-game settings for like adjusting brightness wasn't really a thing. So I was thinking of maybe checking that, but yeah, back in the days when you had to manually do it yourself on your TV.
It's maybe you're just an old man, Sam.
Well, yeah,
just
of
not
course
lit.
I'm an old man. I remember.
Maybe you're not lit and hip with the kids, so your games are matching your personality. This dark and gloomy life you are leaving.
Yeah. Hey man, I got promoted at work, so that should count for something. Let's see.
Yeah, the government has made notice that you are being paid more, so they decided to tax you harder.
Yeah.
There is that
that's probably
supposed-
what's going to happen, because I think the bracket between making, like, being in the tax bracket or the payment bracket of not being taxed as hard is like 40,000 a year, and technically I'm now making 50, so oops. Just over.
Whoopsie! The government has decided this man is being too successful.
Shut it down.
The agent has gotta come to your house and say, "Bend over, I'm going in on loot." The tax collector.
Yeah. I am missing a few colored bananas for Tiny here. And spoiler, I don't find it immediately. I think I kind of give up and just decide I'll look it up later.
I think you mean bananas of color.
What? They're not black. They're purple.
They're grape bananas!
Let's see. So I figured I just might as well do the boss and just edit it later, which I ended up doing. So it all worked out in the end.
So you're just gonna open the door and do nothing?
No, we're gonna open the door and fight the boss.
Do you need to have a specific Kong for this, or?
Yep, every time it's a specific Kong. It looks like it's randomly chosen, but it's just honestly to build up hype as to like, oh man, which Kong is it gonna be? And of course they give Lanky the shaft and have him fight the fourth boss so he doesn't use any of his movesets in an interesting way.
What is the fourth boss again?
The first boss was Armadillo, which technically any Kong could have done. The second one was the Dragonfly, which again any Kong could have done. The third one only Tiny could have done. And this one they added a little bit more to it, so only Chunky can do it.
Oh goodness. 10 bananas left, and that peg cannot just stretch a little bit further.
No.
Technically, you do have enough golden bananas to finish the game right now, right?
I believe so. It's either 100 or 125 you need to open the last door. I can't remember.
So what is the boss now?
Well, you'll see in a minute.
but I'm curious.
No, you gotta watch the hippo rub his big belly.
If this was a PS1 game, I would think this is perhaps like a sneaky loading screen. Oh, it's Dogadon.
Yeah, it's him again. But he ain't taking none of Chunky's shit, so I guess we're fighting.
So what is new that requires Chunky?
They added a few more moves to the Dragonfly here, and there's like the ending bit of the fight, which is a lot more fun. It basically involves you have to get into the Chunky's barrel and beat him up.
But what if you have to be to grow like a become giant?
Yeah.
Okay.
The only thing I don't like about it is that it's hard to tell like how much damage you're doing to the Dragonfly, but you know, it's still fun.
Is it possible to do this with any other opponent?
No, because none of the other colonies are go big. But even then, the only way you could really do it is if you were to like.
Oh, did I?
Maybe use a game shark or something.
Because the game doesn't allow you if it's not chunky.
Yeah, so if the face showed Chunky here and you tried to run in with another comp, the door would immediately slam in the comp's face. Alright, and here's the second part.
Didn't even look like you hit him that time.
Maybe it was because the fire was in the way, but yeah, I did hit him. So yeah, now we're on a time limit, where if you don't defeat Dogadon by the time it reaches the lava, we're fucked. Oh, and by the way, get off of that the plate where you pick up the TNT, or else the Chunky barrel will not spawn. I learned that the hard way as a kid. Me thinking I was doing pro speedrunning strats, but no, I was actually fucking myself.
Game says no. Is it the rule of 3 this time as well?
Kind of. It depends on how fast you kind of do your punches. I'm not sure if doing the big chunky punches works better or not, but you know, like I said, it's hard to tell how much damage you're doing because there's no bar or anything.
I wouldn't be surprised if there was like in speedrun, if there is in speedruns of this game, if there is like a specific frame, a specific rhythm of button mashing that you need to have to do the optimal fight.
Yeah, you have to frame buffer and then pause 2 times and do a half jump, and then if you do the punch, then you kill him in 1 hit.
And if you do that everything, if you do everything frame perfect, you get like 2 turns or 1 turn. I mean, not turn, cycle that they say.
Yeah.
You get like 1 cycle. You've seen perhaps like the Castlevania speedruns where like the methods, like the crazy methods they have for doing Dracula 1 cycle.
No, but I'd imagine it does involve pause buffering. Like you throw the cross and you just keep pausing over and over again, so it counts as like a new hit.
No, but it is something very tight in regards to timing. So.
Anyway, edited it because I actually spent a obscenely long time trying to find the last 10 bananas for Tiny. It's behind this little area here, where I think this was where DK. Yeah, this was DK's area.
That is not how you do editing, Sam. You gotta have the SpongeBob transition. 1 hour later.
To be fair, I think it took 20 minutes. So there we go.
Yeah, I mean, goodness. Have you been in? How long have you been in the internet? Like 5 months?
I've been on the internet since before leak spin became a thing.
Since before what?
Leak spin.
That is ancient lore.
Yep. I know that the original thing came from Bleach.
Mm. Now, next episode, we tell the kids in the audience where that comes from.
Bleach is a chemical that you drink, and it's very delicious. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you all next time. Have a nice night.
Bye-bye.